Good, good day to you. Welcome to Nerd Chapel. As you can see, we're on location. We're on Chulak, Teal'c's home planet today. Just felt like a trip to the Stargate. Sounded good. So here we are. Today we are looking at rejection and learning some things about rejection from Stargate Command. So let's hop into it. Day 18, Try Another Gate Address by Eric Anderson. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. I'm guessing you have been rejected at some point in your life. Maybe you were the last to be picked for a playground sport. Maybe you were turned down by someone you wanted to date. Maybe you were the one left out of the major office committee that you wanted to be on, or you were on the committee, but they just did not like any of your ideas and treated you more like a drone for labor. In the early seasons of Stargate SG-1, none of the friendly aliens like the Asgard, the Nox, and the Tok'ra would share advanced technology with the team. They acted as though Earth was a child. Now, in that case, they were probably correct. We still had a lot to learn about how things work out there. General Hammond simply tried to be friends and allies, even if they would not share technology. One group, however, went behind his back, stealing technology. The Rogue and ID. After being approached about this by several of the more technologically advanced races, Colonel O'Neill went undercover and managed to get close enough to alert Stargate Command and the Allies as to the off-world location of this group. Eventually, the Asgard started sharing technology with the SGC, and they gained some in battles with the evil Goa'uld, but they did not steal from those who rejected them. So how do we respond to rejection? Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother when he sins against me? Up to 7 times? Jesus answered, I tell you, not 7 times, but 70 times 7 times. Matthew 18, verses 21 to 22. Some forms of rejection are sin, but some are not. Most situations of romantic rejection are not sin, although sin may have played other roles in such situations. But forgiveness is still needed. Anytime someone hurts you, forgiveness is needed. But sometimes that hurt comes from a choice that is not sinful. Still, forgive them. After forgiving, don't expect anyone except Jesus to fulfill you. Catholic priest and professor Henry Nouwen writes, there is much mental suffering in our world, but some of it is suffering for the wrong reason because it is born out of the false expectation that we are called to take each other's loneliness away. When our loneliness drives us away from ourselves and into the arms of our companions in life, we are, in fact, driving ourselves into excruciating relationships, tiring friendships, and suffocating embraces. And that he wrote in the book, Reaching Out. The psalmist offers an alternative. Many are asking, who can show us any good? Let the light of your face shine upon us, O Lord. You have filled my heart with greater joy than when their grain and new wine abound. I will lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Psalm 4, verses 6 through 8. Jesus will take care of you no matter who has turned you down. He doesn't reject people and he always listens. He is not a genie. He won't give you everything you want. But he is God, and he will fill your desires with good things. The psalmist recognizes that God is his source and that God will do more for him than provisions from others. Everyone around him is looking horizontally and not vertically. They want and expect humans to provide. But the psalmist says, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Are you trusting God today or looking for hope from men? Quest of the day. Read Genesis 37 and Genesis 45. That's part of the story of Joseph. Number 2, how has a rejection helped you learn something important? And how has one opened a door that included God doing some amazing things in your life? Well, thanks for tuning in today. Look for me next weekend at JFAX. I'll be there with a booth, and I'm doing a chapel service Sunday morning at 9:30. Nathan Marchand, my co-writer for this and for 2 other books, will also be there. He's got a kaiju podcast, which has a couple of spin-offs that relate to different Japanese entertainment. So he's doing several panels at JFAX this year throughout the weekend. So come hang out with us at the booth, go to one of his panels, come to our chapel service Sunday morning. And then just 2 weeks after that, just like 21 days away, the 23rd of June, we start celebrating 10 years of Nerd Chapel. I'm so excited for it. We'll be at Pomona Park doing a park party Friday, June 23rd. Saturday, June 24th, we'll be at All Shores Wesleyan with a prayer meeting and a bunch of gaming. We'll have some away missions. And then some who have been more involved in Nerd Chapel will have more of a private party that night. And Sunday morning, we'll join Unity Reformed in Norton Shores on Porter Street to be part of their church service and to enjoy a potluck and some games after that. So keep your eyes open for that 10-year anniversary as well. As always, check for my socials, check Facebook and Instagram for Nerd Chapel. If you like what you see and if you like what I do at conventions to help bridge the gap between the nerd community and the Christian community, then go to Patreon, give us some support. This happens because of book sales and because of people supporting through Patreon. So make sure you look into that, patreon.com/nerdchapel. As always, have an amazing week.